guys, I'm Vulcan and joining with me is Shinbu and we welcome you to the third week, second day of the Pro Gaming Series 2017 Spring Split powered by Bacchus Energy Drink. And of course our match 1 will be very exciting, Emperor Esports versus Mineski.
Yes, nanggaling lang tayo dun sa day 1 kahapon. And the hype there is there are two stories revolving around this match. Itong first match natin. It's Mineski having no defeats yet in our regular season dito sa PGS 2017. And Emperor Esports surprisingly defeating Imperium Pro Team, one of the strongest teams dito sa PGS kahapon.
It was a 2-0 sweep.
Oh, 2-0 sweep. Now, on to our schedule. Makikita nyo nga po. Confirming as well the match 1 yan. Emperor Esports versus Mineski. I'm very sure that the fans of Mineski, powerhouse name na yan sa esports, andyan po sila. Nanonood ngayon na biggest shoutouts. And of course, sa mga fans na bago lang para sa Emperor Esports na kahapon lang na-develop at nakita kung gaano sila kalakas. Even Fade said in his interview na wag nyo kami maliitin.
They practiced all night and they didn't sleep yet. And we can see in their standing right now. What's their standing after that 2-0 sweep? They are now tied against IPT and Genski. 3-3. So if ever we can witness another 2-0 sweep by Emperor, like that's the hype, right? That's the underdog story. They will be ranked second. If ever it's going to be a 2-0 sweep.
It was a fatal story really from the side of IPT. Clearly hindi lang yung fans yung nagulat doon. Pati rin naman yung IPT. Talking with the IPT, they said that back to basics. So we'll see what does IPT mean by that. But for now, the story, Mineski versus Emperor Esports. Undefeated, and this team with the momentum, the Penguins, so far wala pang talo. Coming in from the last week din, yung week 2, yung second game nila, di ba? They got a nice momentum with that Zion Peak, with Meme. But to talk for the roster updates dito ng Emperor Esports, guys, again, to update you guys, the one who'll be playing as the jungler for Emperor Esports is gonna be Burn. Okay? He will sub Meme, and Meme will move to the 7th-man position. Whereas si Ain naman, na nasa original lineup ng Emperor Esports, will be released. Ayan, so we know Burn, he is the top laner, previous top laner for Wargods La Liga Pilipinas, which is one of the teams in PGS way back on PGS 2016 summer.
And we've seen how Burn was adept with that Rek'Sai. We were actually surprised at how decent he held that front line against his allies. So what IPT did was they didn't assume that Rek'Sai would be such a strong wall against bursting down high, which was the Ziggs. So what can we expect with the underdog versus Mineski? Another powerhouse. After another powerhouse, it's going to be a really, tense game for them.
It's very much the same with IPT when we try to observe Mineski, pero on a different level. Kasi we mentioned yesterday that IPT has no visible weakness. Pero kahapon nakita natin kung paano kita natin kung gaano kabasang-basa ng Emperor Esports, kung ano man yung pinaplano ng Imperium Pro Team, like yung tendency nila to send multiple members, mid laner or top laner on a single lane, no, mid laner jungle on top lane or top lane tapos jungle on mid lane. Pero we'll see more of that onto the drafting. Ayun nga guys, dito sa ating drafting phase, you could see na sa mga threats ngayon ng Mineski, we mentioned walang visible weakness, more so ano yung kailangan na pigilan ngayon dito kasi yun yung kinaracterize dito ng Emperor Esports. They face a very strong team which is IPT, and they foiled kung ano man yung strong points doon ng IPT, which is the tower dives, which is their main initiate, enchanted crystal arrow. They don't allow themselves to receive any of that. Ngayon dito naman sa Mineski, strong points ng Mineski na kailangan mapigilan ng Emperor Esports. Clearly, it is on Exosen.
With that Corgi, we saw that how, he's very used to the Corgi. And with the Azir pick last game, it shows that he was very comfortable and relying on his allies. But note that Emperor Esports, they're banning that Nocturne, Kha'Zix, and that Twisted Fate. We all know Twisted Fate is an aggressive mid lane where he pushes the turret so far, making himself available for ganks in top or bottom. And Mineski, I think they watched the game last night because they're banning that Ziggs. They do not want to deal with the bot lane Ziggs. And banning LeBlanc and Ari, that's 3
Lots
AP.
of focus on Fate, huh?
Lots of focus on their mid laner. That's 3 AP champions being banned by Mineski. Whereas by Emperor, they're responding with the mix. I mean, jungle and a mid laner.
Yeah, it's quite intuitive really to focus on Fate. So far yung mga pinapakitang champion dito ni Fate sa ating regular season in 2017, yun din naman yung champion pool niya back then on his days with Naga Esports. Yan, we got an Ari, there's also LeBlanc, there's also the Zed, there's also the Lisandra. Interestingly, available pa yung Zed dito. Won't be locked in though, won't be shown yet. Wala pang mid laner na pinapakita yung Emperor Esports. Do take note guys that we are rolling the 10-ban system here. And so, kung wala pa yung mid lane dito ng Emperor Esports, it's very likely that the next bans here would be invested pa rin on the mid laner mula sa MSK. There's a hover though mula sa MSK on Zed.
That's going to be painful for Emperor because now they're given that MSK is given the information that they do not have a mid laner. So we're now in a second banning phase. They can now not do another focus ban on Fade, which is mostly on the AP champions. MSK locked in their ADC jungler and top lane. So let's see how the two teams will adapt with the 10-ban system.
With the 10-ban system. And guys, and again, to learn more of the 10-ban system that is adopted here on our competitive league, PGS, you could check esports.garena.ph/PGS. May article po dyan about the 10-ban system. Okay? I know, wala pang 10-ban system kayo nararanasan sa mga games nyo. Pero ayun po, just to update you guys sa mga bago lang po sa stream natin, we'll be banning 10 champions for our competitive games. It's been week 3 now. We've been doing it in the past weeks. And right now, let's see what happens in the bans here.
And look at that. Emperor Esports banning 2 global ultimate champions.
Okay.
We have the Nocturne and Twisted Fate. MSK is known for using champions who are very, mobile. Can be all over the map.
Tsaka Kha'Zix, tendency ng MSK, napakabilis talaga na mag-respond nila onto skirmishes and fights.
And with that, they also picked that Shen. They locked in at least the Shen. So we can expect that MSK will have a strong presence.
Or they will still deliver the same strategy.
Deliver the same strategy
in
as
their previous
using
games.
Twisted Fate and Nocturne. Let's see how Emperor will
global
answer
presence.
this.
On the second set of bans, we got the Zyra. Focus on the support. Gets removed there by Emperor Esports dahil wala pang pinapakitang support. Obviously, kung ano naman yung hindi pa talaga nakikita sa pick, yun yung mababan. We got Orianna Focus as well. Removes from EXO. Ang binan dito, interestingly ng MSK, is not Fate. They remove a lot from high. Removes the Varus as well. Removes the Ashe. Now on the picks. What are your thoughts?
I'm pretty sure that MSK already picked what they want. They have the high priority picks. They have the Shen, the Corki, and if I'm not mistaken, that could be a mid Corki and a support Syndra. And we all know how a support Syndra does against a Malzahar. Longer range, really, like, the stun is ridiculous. You can't really assume where you'll get stunned, and just one tap on the keyboard, that's an instant burst with the Thunderlord's Decree and the ultimate of Syndra.
Yeah, pero support to, it will take time naman to like burst, and that requires a good scenario of TG getting enough ability power to burst someone. I think the nice synergy here would be the Rengar really and the Shen. Should the Rengar aim for a dive, there's really an assurance of the Shen ultimate. Now for our featured matchup guys, eto po yon. What we have here is gonna be Kaigu and MJ. Look at that. Oh, the KDA is 12. Ayan, the KDA is 12. Huli kong kita is 13. But, guys, same thought. Kaigu has the highest KDA in PGS right now. I think he rolled with a game. May isa siyang game na wala siyang death. Hence resulted to 12 KDA. If I want to evaluate, to give a comparative stat para sa mga KDAs po natin, pag lumagpas na ng 5, mataas-taas na po yun. 5.1, ganon. And of course, comparing to MJ, one of the players actually that you want to watch out for.
Yeah, the kill participation is higher compared to Kaigu. So, more on team fights. Being there where your team needs is how Emperor played.
Yes, and how Emperor played, naalala mo yung laban with IPT? Actually, parang yung kamalian ni MJ on his previous games, where his initiates are not in sync with his teammates, na bago yun, di ba? Mas on point na siya ngayon pumasok. And, interestingly, he is able to stand his ground against JLC.
So now, guys, this is it. The game out of match 1. Versus Emperor against MSK on the red side and Emperor on the blue side. Let's see what will happen. The underdogs versus one of the strongest powerhouses in the pro gaming series, MSK.
Gaming.youtube.com/phgarena/live. You are watching that right now. Mga summoners, be sure to visit that. Be sure to log in your Google accounts. And be sure to interact with us via chat. Sabihin nyo, ano po yung mga thoughts nyo? Sinong gusto nyong supportahan? I-type nyo na yan, MSK or Emperor Esports. We are also live on Facebook as well. So send us your likes, send us your alam yan yung mga reactions nyo po para dito sa aming stream because we are set to witness the best League of Legends players fighting it off in the Summoner Street. There is the Keystone Masteries. Makikita natin na that will be back again. Makikita natin kung anong pinili dito. Curious ako really. Anong take naman ni Kaigo ngayon sa Shen? Kasi last time may nakita akong Shen na naka-fervor. I'm saying na Shen, mas madalas it's gonna be Undying. Grass of the Undying. Right now, naka-Grass of the Undying si Kaigo. Ayan.
Because and we see that MJ picked up the fervor of battle.
Yun nga eh.
More AD as longer you stay in the battle. That's what Camille excels at. Staying in the battle, those fervors, and deal a lot of damage. But Shen is more on the sustain. And we can see Deuces already at the start using what Mazahar is good at. Poking, zoning out the ADC so that he will have a difficult time farming. Whereas Syndra has to set it up. I mean, no stun skills yet, just, the primary skill, the first skill is just there. But Master at level 1 can already zone out the ADC with those Voidlings.
I'm really curious here of how Nixta played it in the jungle. Look at that. I'm observing yung smite niya. It's still available. So he started on the Wolf Camp without any smite. You can see the power of a Rengar really here. Na in terms of starting in the jungle, there's a lot of assurance. I'm looking at the bot stacks. Nagamit niya naman yung dalawang battle stacks niya. But that's really nice, no? If you consider the default start of a jungle, lalo pa na remove yung leash mechanic right now.
That's why he went for it. For the earliest level 3 gang onto Deuces. He burns his flash, but gets blinded by the Jhin. Will he get away? He has been burned. Bounces dangerous low, but still Nexta gets the first blood, and now he's in danger. He has to burn his flash to get away. That's why he was saving that smite, to get that level 3 quickly so that he can rotate to the bot lane immediately.
I'm curious kasi may leash ba siyang nakuha kay TG?
He got a leash.
He got a leash from TG? Parang mild lang eh.
No, he started from the red. He went to the wolves and went straight to the blue. That's how he got level 3. And see what happened in the top lane. Kaigo didn't assume that the Rek'Sai would be there. Burn has been consistent in, monopolizing the... When an opponent is overextended, we saw that in the previous games. Now he's showing it again with that Rek'Sai.
So, it's interesting then na yung Emperor Esports dito, they're not letting up.
Dangerously low. Should he stay in the lane, knowing that Rengar is in their bot side red of Emperor? He might offer rotation in that rush. There's no wards. Hai is right now in kill range. He is in kill range. What will Nixta do? He might, go over the wall, leap, and go for Hai and see that this spots him.
This spots him. So, ayan. Pero on the edge of our seats tayo nun, lalo pa.
That was really intense.
Kasi konting shove lang yung kailangan ng bottom duo ng MSK. Ilapit lang si Hai dun sa brush na yun. May instant talon. And I think Rengar has enough burst damage really to capitalize on the kill range ng buhay dito ng Caitlyn.
Of course, the leap is an excellent gap closer. But also note that in the top lane, Shen picking up that early clock arc really doesn't want to deal with Camille's incredible burst damage early on. And notice that Zencho picked up the call. We'll be going for a farm-based lane. Not too much aggression, knowing that there is that Azahar. He picked up the call because of that. He might have a gold deficiency because of the zone by Deuces.
Yes, I'm interested as well. Kasi isa to sa mga hindi natin nakasanayan mula kay Hai. We've seen that the Jhin has been taken here by Mineski. Ziggs gets removed in the top lane. There's a little bit of a duel.
Look at that, Kaigo is being out-damaged by MJ because of that fervor of battle. Stacking up the 80, giving Camille more damage. And Camille, first back, gets 2 Doran's play, will really opt for a heavy lane sustaining. I mean, lifesteal is really useful.
Considering the kit din talaga ni Camille, adaptive defenses, kasama pa yung true damage ng precision protocol. And right now, considering the first blood as well, on Kaigo, prompting him on building and nagtsaga na lamang na mag-clout armor muna sa simula. There's the recall though. So at least we'll be seeing Ruby Crystal there and also the boots. Now, for our head-to-head matchup, makikita niyo po dyan. Right now, Fate, kahapon, he is our MVP. Pero syempre, pataas pa lang yung mga stats nun. Clearly, with their undefeated streak, EXO Sen has a very nice share of stats here on our head-to-head matchup. You got the KDA around 7, falling around 7. It's pretty high, especially for a mid laner.
It's a melee, goes for Fade. He burns his flash to get away with splash down. It will give next another opportunity for a successful guy. And now, in the mid, they exercise out of mana, but one more basic attack could have secured the kill. He gets away with the health pot.
Had it been my Shin sana doon no? Si
Yeah.
Exo.
He has to wait it out. I mean, getting a Shin on Corki is like getting the same damage as an Ezreal. But now notice that he's building towards a Phage.
Yeah, the Phage.
More kiting.
For yes, and yep.
More kiting and
capitalize on the range naman. Oh.
Range, kiting, and defensive item is also a really nice early item against a Ryze, where he is very bursting. And look at that, he might go for a Catalyst, then a Roa, same as Fate, adapting to a defensive item. We've seen Mineski's mid lane Exocent always building defensive then offensive.
You get better odds of winning really on Corki against the Ryze. If you really opted for your range, na mas nakakalamang naman talaga kaysa sa Ryze. I mean, when it comes to the situation na magkaharapan kayo ng Ryze, tas nagkaroon ng duel between you, it's very likely that the Ryze will win. Combo-wise, if all his combo managed to connect.
Next on the top lane, it is warded, so MJ has vision over him, and he does not know that if he's pacing himself properly in the lane, will not be a victim to Nixta's gank. But notice that Exozen, the first back, picked up the Phage already, and now going for that shield. Defensive, then offensive, same as Fade. Going sustain and then defensive. Let's see how it does, because Ryze, when he fights, of course, he has that burst. Innate damage is already in that champion, while Corki needs that Shin for that extra
critical nga yung situation dito sa mid lane. Kasi ang nangyayari dito, dahil dun sa Tear of the Goddess, madedelay yung Rod of Ages dito ni Ryze. And I think Exo is tunnel visioning in building talaga that Trinity Force Rush. There's no question to that really. It's intuitive to build Trinity Force Rush. And between the two remaining core items in building Trinity Force, I think you'd pick up the Shin na compared to the Stinger. Then,
look at in the bot lane, itemization with Mencho. Still didn't go back yet, going for that call. He has to stay long to stack it up and get the goal. And now, the top lane. Should MJ go for that? Seeing Nixta is in the top lane, in the brush. He will go for a leap. He's backing away. He's spotted, and MJ burning his flash. Get it away from Nixta's second gank in the top lane.
Had it been there's a unison of saving the taunt sana.
Yes, of course. Like I said, taunt is a powerful crowd control. If he had landed that crowd control, he could have dragged him towards the brush where Nixta would be in the range.
Yeah.
And now we can see that MJ has to adapt now, picking up the Tiamat because Shen is an aggressive pusher. And with that Tiamat, will provide Camille wave clear. That will be difficult for Kaigo to get towards the turret.
And you could observe here as well that the playstyle here of Emperor Esports, MJ not hesitating to use his teleport to get back in the lane. Clearly, this is an advantage na binibigay mo sa Mineski, na teleport advantage, and clearly against the Shen. So we could expect that MJ's playstyle would be aiming on putting a lot of pressure really in the top lane. Now, is this a strategy to bring Nixta in the top lane? Okay, ganun ba? Sa top lane tayo maglabanan? Or rather, Emperor Esports playing it conservative, then allow Kaigo to like force something in the bottom lane, maybe here on this one.
TJ for the 4Ks. Here comes Burn for the gag. So it's focusing onto Zancho. He burns his flash while TG suffers his kill. And now Curtain Call is on. Who will he aim? Maybe it's just used as
farm the minions.
Farm the minions and make some room. That was a mistake. I mean, Neski, no words were placed. They did not expect a 4-man gank from Emperor Esports.
Even me, I did not expect that. Really, that kind of rotation. Ganun kabilis ngayon yung initiate dito ng Emperor Esports. Another surprise to us. This is not an engage to be seen on the first 2 weeks ng regular season natin. So we'll see more of that. So right now, Fade. Kasi ang alam natin sa champion pool ni Fade would be Dalisandra, Zed, Ari, there's also a LeBlanc. This is kind of, medyo hindi natin madalas nakikitaan siya ng Ryze. But right now, that Realm Warp was really on point in that bottom lane engage.
I can see that MJ has that CS lead. And now Nixta rotating again to the top lane for his third try. Will he succeed? MJ gets away with that wall jump. But Nixta's not giving up. Flash in. That's a reckless rush. But here's Axelsen from the mid lane. Hextech Ultimatum and plus Stan United providing Axelsen some cover. Will he get away? He burns his flash to avoid that last hit turret.
Still, that's a lot.
2 resources have been burned. 2 flashes, 1 ultimate. And we saw how MSK is trying to get back at MJ. With that Tiamat, it is forcing Kaigo. Very difficult for Kaigo to respond. Not giving him any room.
It's a maneuver just to bring back Kaigo in the game, to take control of this top lane. Pero ang daming nasunog dun ha. On the next team fight, it could be against MSK. Kung itong ganitong summoner spells yung nawawala ngayon.
I mean, with Flash down, they have a 5-minute window to try
capitalize.
Exocen. But Corki has that Valkyrie, that escape. In that 5-minute window, they have to at least strategize. But Exocen, look at how it stays right now, knowing that his Flash is down, farming under that turret.
He has to freeze this
turret.
Pero that also leaves room for this Cloud Drake to be available.
Look how Fade is moving now.
For Emperor
Going
Esports.
towards the left side of Exocen, knowing that he has no flash, he has the roof prison, plus his ghost is almost off, cooldown is almost done, but he also has the flash. So, knowing that MSK burns so much resources in the top lane alone, just for 1 kill, gives Emperor some confidence.
Looking good. Look at that. Looking good on the head-to-head stats. Burn. 11 point something KDA. Wala pang talo kasi, di ba? Hindi naranasan yung 2 weeks loss
And
dito.
now, look at that. Emperor Esports,
that's 1.
Knowing that the summoners are down for the mid lane, they are giving that breathing space in the Dragon Pit. No words are there, 4 members are there, and now this will entitle them a free drink. So, very easy, no contest with that Cloud Drake. They can now rotate more aggressive.
That's one thing you can consider. So namatay si oh, look at that.
Same with Axelsen Flash is gone. He's now vulnerable to a kill, giving Fade his first kill in the mid lane.
Of course, the old strategy of Flash, Rune Prison on Rise. Muntik na natin makalimutan yon. Clearly, X is in kill range na, especially with multiple members na don't look at the lockdown. Rune Prison followed up with the ultimate of Malzahar.
Oh wait, the mid lane, Nixta rotating with a 3 of the hunt, aiming for burn, but has to back away. There is the teleport by MJ. Exo is down. He burned his flash, so he could not escape. And now look at that. Burn is now carefully rotating around the river. I mean, he has to time it right. Plus, Fade getting that kill will help him build that Rod of the Ages.
Yes.
It's a really nice item when you are looking forward to the late game with that Camille and also Caitlyn.
And ito yung minimension ko kanina. It would require a good amount of the item really for this Syndra pick to manifest. Right now, with only the Sidestone available and actually AP on that support item, it's very unlikely that she can burst anyone. I think even against Caitlyn, kung full life si Caitlyn,
oh, knowing Fade has no flash access and can go all in. Here's the Stan United. Will he land the taunt? Flash in taunt, lands the taunt and securing that kill. Fade had burned his flash, and that also gives MSK that opportunity to get a kill onto Fade.
Now, mapapansin nyo dito guys kung paano itong mga players natin, they capitalize on the luck of the summoner spells ng mga kalaban nila.
Oh, but Burn going for it. Yeah, he flashes in onto Exocen to block him up. Hextech Ultimatum. He's not getting away. Giving the kill onto Burn, and here comes next up for the counter gang. Won't do much. MJ burning his flash to get away. That is actually a 2-for-1 trade in favor of MSK.
Yep. Continuation ng pick-off against Fade. Actually, hindi lang 2-for-1 trade. There's gonna be a third as well to be taken in by MSK. And I think walang contestation or walang exchange din na magawa-gawa doon yung Emperor Esports. So overall, that series of engage, wonder by MSK.
Notice that Fade finished that row in the 15-minute mark. It's actually very early. It's actually a really fast row. Hence, if he did not get the Tear of the Goddess, he would have been stuck in the row a lot earlier by now. But in the 40-minute mark, we can see that Exocen finished that Trinity Force. That's early damage. That's really rushing it.
Big power spike in.
Yeah, that's a big power spike, rushing in your damage item. Now, Trinity Force is like defensive and offensive, all in one. And now, Emperor Esports, they have to respect that. They have to be a bit more, not too aggressive. Careful. Don't be reckless anymore, knowing that Kaigo has that ultimate, has the teleport.
Dangerous na scenario dito is that if ever there's a situation na malinis na makaka-follow up si Exosen. It should always be that if they're gonna put pressure, if Emperor Esports is gonna be initiating things, that should be on Exosen. That should be on crucial targets.
And now MJ, instead of finishing the Tiamat, it could be a Titan's Hydra or Revenant's Hydra, will go for that Trinity Force, another damage spike item onto Camille. So, what can we expect in the top lane? MJ will be more aggressive, not giving Kaigu that space for him to respawn. If ever MJ spots him teleporting, he can go all in and try to at least, you know, give him a hard time, not giving him that easy time to respond to the ball. And you can see now in the bot lane, Nexta is in the bot lane. What will he do? He is spotted now. Thrill of the Hunt. The MSK might open it up with the Curtain Skull.
Chess game, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just, you know, playing mind game. Nexta is still in the vicinity. He's smelling some prey. Who will he get?
This is really a story of Emperor Esports. Gagasgasin
Oh,
namin
this
yung
is gonna
score
be
nyo.
big trouble if Emperor Esports tried to fight in that rush. It could spell disastrous for them, knowing that, you know, at least 4 members were there. They backed away.
And
it wasn't worth
it cannot be denied as well na itong dalawang top laners neto, especially with tension building up on the red side jungle, they're embracing each other, making sure that they keep each other's in check. Should there is a scenario na kailangan nilang mag-teleport. And right now, into this game, actually, sizable lang talaga yung lead dito ng MSK. Ang kuna talaga dito, mararamdaman mo kung gaano kaingat yung MSK of not committing to any mistakes na. Whereas Emperor Esports, clearly, they're aiming to put that on the clean slate dito ng MSK. Right now, lots of pressure being put against MJ.
We can clearly see that they're focusing in the top lane, seeing that control wards are placed in the top lane for them to gank MJ. And Exosen picking up that red buff will help them secure that kill. But I think there's a gut feeling for MJ, knowing that he backs away. The mid is missing, the bottom is also missing, so he can't really overextend anymore.
Mostly yung laban nga na to, parang it revolves around feelings. Bago pa sila pumasok. They have a good cage kung saan magagaling ang mga kalaban.
Warp out to Senzo, but now there's a stand united. A bad call by Emperor. Now it's a fight. 4 versus 3. Here comes MJ for the assist going on to TG. He burns his flash. He also burns his flash. Securing the kill onto TG. And now, what is this? Curtain Call will finalize the fight against Emperor Esports. That will be a triple kill for Sancho, giving them that first ace of the game.
A very nice read on the initiate there by Emperor Esports. On the first look, yes, pilit ng Emperor Esports. Pero if we check what really happened, I think it falls on the idea na hindi alam ni Rise na merong tao doon sa Tri-Brush when they initiated for the tower dive. Now, that will fall on the good read of MSK prior to that gank na, oh my, they're aiming for a dive here. The conditions of this bottom lane calls for a dive from Fade, and that will really spells out for Emperor Esports. Now, the question here is, paano sila ngayon makakabawi? Or, at kung anong makukuha dito ng MSK? They've taken an Ocean Drake, but it's better to observe really on the itemizations. Look at that. There's gonna be a build path for
static.
If I'm not mistaken, that's static shield
or rapid fire cannon for the Jhin. Of course, Jhin is always gonna build rapid fire cannon for that fourth bullet. The fourth bullet has that crit, and it synergizes so well with his passive. And now, how will Emperor Esports come back from that ace? Now, the goal difference is huge with like almost 5,000.
Hindi nag-scale ng mabuti doon yung Runeons ni Hai. He's only targeting, he's doing a good job really to dueling with Nixta. But the thing there is that hindi dapat ganun yung scenario eh. Hindi dapat isolated si Hai eh. But look at that.
4 members of Emperor on the Baron.
Rise ultimate.
What can we expect? The Warriors place they have been spotted. Emperor, you can clearly see from that ace, they are strategizing.
Yes.
They are moving now as a unit.
They're still aiming to go for a pick.
More pickups. And look at the rotations of Emperor Esports. It's kind of the same what we saw last night. Let's see how MSK will respond to it. Now, that being said, they have secured the turret of the game.
Now, I think that is the replay. So look at that. Ang sinasabi ko dito, if you observe on High, after receiving that scatter the weak, he was pretty much, you want to observe kasi, sa situation na yan, you'd wish for the ADC to deal as much damage as possible. Walang nakikita tayong proc ng Luna ones doon. As everyone is busy dealing with MJ, look at I having the hardest time against Nixta. Diba? They managed to flash. They managed to stop Nixta, really. Along with the support dito ni Fade. But Zensho, with the superior curtain call. This is my most favorite use of curtain call. I don't really like curtain call being used as an initiate. It can be by design. Pero sometimes it's really ideal to use it as picking up as escaping targets. Kasi it gives you vision, di ba? And you have a lot of kit pa naman to substitute for curtain call bago ka mag-initiate. But like that, it may be a follow-through. Hindi. Just to shove and shoo away members ng Emperor Esports dito in the outside top lane.
And not just that, their mistake was there was no win. That was the key. That was the center. That was the center of everything. Without vision, they did not know members were there. Hence, if they knew they were there, they wouldn't have committed. So the mistake there was lack of vision, information, where the members are at, and now we can see how they're playing. More cautious, trying to predict their movement.
Yeah, what I want to learn is the variable of why did they not account na mayroong tao dun sa Tribe Rush, di ba? Kasi parang dark spot talaga if you'd go for the Tribe Rush. And also, it might be that MSK rotated in such a way na hindi mahahalata na nasa Tribe Rush din sila. I'm really curious about that. So, again, on to the situation ng ating laro. Trinity Force completed kay Camille. Actually, add more defensive itemizations on Camille and she's gonna be a great duelist for this situation. I mean, on top of what she already is. Right now, there's a lot of defensive stats from Kaigu, both magic resistance and armor. So, ito yung malaking problema I think kailangan na madagdagan pa yung damage items dito ni Hyde.
I think Emperor Esports is going for that late game damage. MSK, I think they spotted it. Like, there's that Ryze, there is that Camille, plus the Mazar and the Caitlyn. If the game is prolonged, this will give more power to Emperor. But now here comes the curtain call, starting up the fight for his team. There will be nothing going on, but still Nixta goes in onto Deuces. He's the focus of everything, but now Fade.
Yeah.
Ryze, look at him, he's now damaging damage. High in a really great location for him to free hit. And Exocen bursts him down with only Burn alive in Kaigo. It is now a really bad trade-off for Emperor Esports with 2 members still alive and Kaigo pushing in the bot lane. He didn't use the Stand United because he was pushing. Hence, if he used it, it would be an ugly team fight. I think that, you know, High did not respect the damage of that Trinity Force on Exocen.
And not to mention, yes, yung biglang burst kay High. Not to mention that Emperor Esports, for a split second there, hesitated on targeting Nixta nung na-receive niya yung Nether Grabs. I want to observe that nice initiate there by Zensho. Pero ito, yung choke point na yan, yung choke point na manipis na yan, that's an ideal choke point for Burn to tank up members ng MSK, especially na outnumbered dito ang MSK. And the moment na nakuha ni Deuces si Nixta nung kanyang Nether Grass, walang masyadong nag-follow up ng damage. It's got too late. And of course, ito, in the instance, High not respecting the damage of Corki. Again, this is not new, really. If you receive the full combo of Phosphorus Bomb, plus I think it's a big one connecting as well, and normal hits at the Shin procs.
And also the 4th bullet, that critical also secured his death. So what happened in that team fight that Emperor does not want to repeat? It's about who to target first.
Yeah.
Who is the highest priority right now? It could be that Jin, it could be the Corki, but whoever they see, Rengar is not one of that high priority. Because when he goes in, of course he has to initiate. Deuces already suppressing him, but in that time span, they were trying to delete Nixta. That took time because of the battle roar. That sustained them long enough.
Yeah, that took time. Pero kung nirush lang talaga nila si Nixta, my take on this is, after swapping for Nixta, I think, well, they tried targeting for, was it Syndra is there, no? Oh, they tried targeting Syndra. I think ang dapat after Nixta would be Exocen. Pero there's one option really. Save the Nether Grass and fully focus on Exocen. Kaso Nixta deals a lot of damage, especially now that we're talking about 7.2.
Now, 4 members in the top lane really going for Kaigo first. With 1 member down, look at MSK going to the mid lane. They will get that inner turret if Emperor will allow them to. Well, going to the itemization of High, picking up the Infinity Edge. Oh, Burn. Flanking the bot side. He is getting really melted down. Here comes MK. What will he do? Hex the ultimatum onto DJ. Curtain Call is up, but TG takes a lot of damage. Next
That
should
is
not
done.
have
How it is
committed.
done.
Flashing over the wall, but High still picked it up with the last bullet. Now Exocen on the rush. There is the Walmart. It will finish the fight for Emperor Esports. Getting the kill on Exocen. Now
This is a
it's a
Baron.
cleanup.
This
It
is a
is an
Baron.
ace.
Yeah.
This is gonna be that Baron.
Yeah, this is gonna be a Baron, ladies and gentlemen. So 13-13, and that's how it is done. The baits! The baits by Burn.
The baits, the outplay. Now they're gonna get that Baron. If they're gonna get it, they have to rush it.
The unintended bait. Naliligaw dun si Burn. I'm pretty sure hindi planado yun. I'm pretty sure hindi planado yung bait kay Burn. Planado yun in a sense na, yep, tanky naman si Burn eh. So he is in a position to really rotate that way. At least may assurance siya being on a Rek'Sai. Had it been yung Deadly Flourish, dito, observe that one. It connected. Yun sana. Yun na sana yung kill para kay Burn. They were able to burst down Burn. But when MJ arrives, it's just a follow-up damage. Actually, could be done cleaner eh. High is actually not going near pa. You know, actually kulang pa ng naibigay na damage dito ni High. But just because walang clear na tanks, wala rin si Kai Gudon, it's all win really for the thing for Emperor.
Not just that, Burn still sticking close to High. When Rengar leave, what did Burn do? Knock him up, delayed the assassin, and that gave High enough time to burst him down with the damage. And with the first Baron of the game, Emperor Esports is on that offensive side with the Baron.
Nung nakakita sila ng naliligaw na Burn, they did not account na, guys, apat lang tayo. And this could lead to a 5v4 situation. And what we're prioritizing is the tankiest member pa.
They use so much of their skills onto Burn, which is Rek'Sai at tank. And now clearly, Emperor Esports wants to make use of that Baron buff, pushing the bot lane. And we can see in the top lane, Kaigu split pushing, but is it smart to do that knowing that Emperor has that Baron buff?
Yeah.
And they're actually really in a bad position to engage in Eric. There's that Malzahar, there is Fate with that Rise, giving a lot of damage in a team fight.
Especially now that Emperor Esports is poised for sieging. Actually, ang kailangan nating bantayan dito, good thing that Deuces now has Flash. But let's go for the comparative Flash here. Deuces will have his Flash available earlier compared to Exocen and even to Nixta. That kind of difference, it could make or break the game for Mineski. Kasi ang powerful, especially when you're sieging, and especially kapag yung kalaban mo sumasayaw sa'yo sa harapan mo when you're sieging, then the Flash ultimate of Malzahar. That's a big question. But also do take note naman na there's the Shen ultimate pa rin.
But the Shen ultimate is not gonna have that much of an impact with that damage coming from Fade and MJ. The Hextech ultimatum is there to prevent them from escaping.
Yeah.
That's why there's the Shen. To disengage a fight, focus on the target to himself with that taunt. But with the Hextech ultimatum, that'll be very difficult for Mineski to do.
If I'm not mistaken, if you break the Stand United of Shen, the shield gets removed.
No, he does not teleport to the target, but the shield is still there.
The shield is still there, okay. So, hindi pala useful yung strategy na during team fights, ika-cancel mo, put 1 CC on Shen, at least you remove a lot of health on the crucial target. I mean, health in the form of the shield on the crucial target.
MJ going on to Xander, there's the Hextech ultimatum, Stan United to delay Sergio's death, but will it be enough? He blocks that ace in hole, and now MJ is going to go down onto Mineski, and now Burn might be the next target. 5 members are onto him, gnawing on him, breathing down his neck. He goes down, and now Exocen going straight to Deuce's ultimate. The fight's not yet over. Cortical is there. Faye just bursted down that Sencho with ease, and Sencho dangerously low. Look at High! Oh! Oh no! Oh, that's so close. That taunt did not let him hit next with the last hit, and that's going to be an ace for Mineski, their second ace.
Again, the sickness of MJ, guys. Coordinating that engage. Diba? I know, crucial target, Zencho. Pero kakadiscuss lang natin yung shield, makapal yun mula dun sa Shen ultimate. And yeah, it's enough. I mean, the one who followed up really was Rek'Sai. Clearly, it is lacking in damage should they want to get that execute on Senjo. Though it's nice that Emperor Esports has an idea who the crucial target is.
Well,
this could be the game. Oh my god.
Here comes Burn, going for Senjo. He goes down. That's shut down, and this is going to be clean up. Another kill for Emperor Esports. Kaigo not getting away with ease. He is getting mauled on by MG, and Burn not letting him escape. But here comes TG for the assist. Scared awake, stuns him away.
Wow!
This is a Two members are down, and Emperor Esports, they're not giving up the chase, still pressuring them in the mid lane.
Had it been na namatay doon si Kahigu, could be the game really. Like, it's an overstay, in my opinion, pagdating doon sa mid lane. Nice ultimate really by Burn to flank the 3 members here of MSK. Whatever is the lead that is taken doon sa engage in the top lane, it was clearly removed now by the overstay in the mid lane there by MSK. They're gonna even the towers in the mid lane. Inner mid lane turret gets removed against MSK's side. Now again in the top lane, this is a nice initiate. Pero observe the health here, really observe. So look at that, full life. As the one who followed up was Burn. Fade, he hesitated, he's getting third hits.
And the ace in the hole blocked by Kaigo. This is what happened after that. I mean, all resources spent, health is gone.
And it's a nice decision really by Fade to fall back when he's taking third hits. This spells really out for Emperor Esports. Yung initiate na yun, ang nakakatawa dito, ito mga kaibigan. Ayan.
And now Exos overcommitting gets deleted, but this is where everything went wrong. They ran away from the gen. That curtain call would pick them up with ease, and now Baron would be live almost very soon with just 1 minute and 24 seconds left in the timer. That could be the last, if ever, whoever gets the Baron. If Emperor Esports gets that Baron, look at the mid lane. They only have to inhibit the turret. They'll go for a very aggressive Baron play if they get the second Baron.
But we are left with a situation, it's anybody's game. Right
anybody's
now, clearly. Same game na naman kahapon where everyone's really excited and I wonder who's gonna be winning. I mean, hirap nito.
But also, MSK has that huge damage from Zencho. That
yun nga eh.
Jin, and also
it's the puzzle really.
It's the puzzle. I mean, there's Kaigo for the assist with the stun unit. That is an immediate block onto any member of Emperor who wish to dive in.
Ang lakas ng Stun United.
The last stun unit is so strong it denies any form of engage, and that's why Shen is such a good pickup for MSK. That's their playstyle. They want to defend and push the fight to their favor.
Yes, in this kind of pickup composition with the Malzahar, there's also the Camille. I think kailangan mag-strategize ng Emperor Esports. Really, account for that Shen ultimate. I don't think. I'm trying to imagine a scenario really na kaya ma-burst ka agad si Zencho even with the Stand United. I think it's just a very, kung meron lang talagang napakapangit na position dito si Zencho, which won't likely happen.
But MSK, they did a really good job denying MJ, and look what happened in that fight. Turning it all around into their favor. It happened twice already. That's what they're good at, putting fights to their favor. And now, the Baron is live, and the next Drake will be the Elder. This is very high stakes right now.
High stakes right now. Tingnan mo naman yung summoner spells. Lahat available, minus the teleport there by MJ. But I doubt really na split push yung gawin dito ni MJ din. So right now everyone's aiming for a read. It's a battle for vision. There's also the ultimate of the Rengar.
Deuces is very important, but also there's Burn. There is the engage by next
on the tank,
but
really?
That boy gets onto TJ will delete him instantly. Oh no! 2 members are down of MSK. It's going to be a chase onto Zencho. 4 members are down with only Kaigo remaining. This could be it, guys. I mean, if they go for a full push, this is Emperor's game.
There is clearly a different read of that engage by MSK. Kaigo did not use his yung Stand United niya, it's on cooldown. Teleport as well, no?
He canceled the teleport.
It's too late. Pero the equation there is hit burn and you lose the game. You get burned yourself, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the big problem, really. It was an awkward position. Get baited by Burn. Now duel here in the mid lane.
Kaigo is just buying time for his teammate to respond. TG is now live in the fountain. Next up will be the next one. And look at Kaigo.
Is still available, though.
Taking a lot of damage.
Bjergsen maneuver.
There's the Rumble. This is the second Baron.
DSM.
This is going to be the second Baron for Emperor Esports. And now MJ securing the kill onto Kaigo. Now Shen is down. 1 member is down, which is the game-changing Stand United is not available for MSK to use now.
Next 45 seconds. So ngayon, there's an empowered recall that's only like 4 seconds. Plus the movement speed, that would take around 20 seconds. Actually, the next team fight here, I think Emperor Esports is poised to force this mid lane.
This is a really tense game with MSK on the ropes against Emperor. They have the second Baron. That's 2 Barons they've got
Nako.
with a gold difference of just 5,000. Not too much. It's not about the gold lead. It's about how you itemize. And now, look at that. MJ made very tanky defensive items all the way to sustain a fight. And Burn in the front line will try to go in for a dive. This might be a last fight. MJ backs away. Second thoughts happen. He's getting bursted down. Third up, the hunt is on. There's the curtain call.
Wouldn't advise it though.
There's Redemption healing them, but they taken down the turret. Look what's happening. 2 ultimates are down by Mineski. This looks rough. Look at that.
At least Mineski's not forcing too much, but
they're not forcing too much. They're playing very defensively, and Zencho goes back to the fountain. Leaving Kaigo all alone. He
Nixta in the backline.
Nixta in the backline. Go for high. He burns his flash to get away, and now look at that. Pure cleanup by MJ, setting up with the Hextech ultimatum. Stan United was casted to help save Zencho's life. Now it's gonna be a runaway for Mineski, burning their flashes. Burn is dangerously low, but he is tanky. And look at that! They're going straight for the Nexus turret! Will this be the game for Emperor Esports? We'll see! He gets the double kill. Axelsen cannot defend this alone. He needs Kaigo to top, but there it is! The cleanup! Emperor Esports securing the first game of match 1!
Sa dinami-dami ng animal icons sa PGS, meron tayong Wolf, Jenski Esports, meron tayong Phoenix, TNC Pro Team. Yung Penguins pa yung nakagasgas sa Mineski, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. They just ended their winning streak.
Yeah. That last clash, actually, ganun na ako dun sa last clash. If you want to observe Burn, he actually put a band-aid solution to the bad situations of ADCs right now in 2017. Nixta has a nice gank in the backline para kay High, pero clearly yun pala talaga yung plano ni Burn ever since. I'm gonna be the pillar for you. I'm gonna be the pillar for you. Ikaw, Deuces, you go and pick up someone with another grasp. Right now, we had the end game screens here, and you could see the very nice distribution of kills here by Emperor Esports. Look at that, 7-3-6-6-4. Walang spike. Wala. Meron tayong pwedeng sabihin na may nagdala. I'd say Camille, mad props for his initiate. There's also like the power spikes in terms of damage dealt.
Look at the damage dealt by
Fade and Camille. Pero what we want to mention here is the kill participation of how Emperor Esports fight as a team. There's this one instance that they fall as a team. Yun nga, yung gank dun sa bottom lane, but clearly, mad props for Emperor Esports. This is a very different Emperor Esports compared to the last 2 weeks, and it bagged in a victory against the undefeated team here. Ngayon, I mean, so far, Mineski, the regular season.
Now with Mineski with 1 defeat, 1-0. Will this be a 2-0 or a 1-1?
Yun nga eh.
We'll see later.
Grabe to ha. Grabe T. Oo, I mean, pag nag 2-0 to, it's a weekend by Emperor Esports na 4-0. That's the story. Or with Mineski? No. Hanggang dyan lang kayo. 1-1.
Let's see how Mineski will play their second game against Emperor Esports. There were some mistakes, but Mineski really tried hard, but the engage by Nexta was really the backline.
Massive performance by performance by Zencho as well. But Burn, praktisado yung Rek'Sai eh.
Doing a great job kiting for high, and there it is, guys. That is the first game of match 1. Don't go away. We'll have a short break, and you will witness another game. Will it be a 1-1 or 2-0 versus Emperor Esports against Mineski?
May search and win promo pa tayo.
Yeah, of course. We have the search and win promo of these squad. For the gag, focusing onto Zencho. He burns his flash while TG suffers his skills. Now critical is on. Axelsen is talking about Hextech ultimatum. He's not getting away by giving the kill on the turn, and here comes the next step for down to his last. And burning his flash together with that now this is Stan United, a bad call by Emperor. Now it's a fight. 4 versus 3. Here comes MJ. 40 assist going on the TC. He burns his flash. He also burns his flash. Securing the kill on the TC. And now, what is this? Curtain call will finalize the fight against Emperor Esports. That will be a kill for Zencho, giving them that first ace of the game.
A very nice lead on the initial.
He's the focus of everything, but now Fade. Rise, look at him. He's now damage. High. Really great location for him to get extra first down. It's only burned alive with Kaigo. It is now a really bad lead.
But that is the time.
What will he do? Hex the ultimatum onto TG. Critical is up, but TG takes a lot of damage. Next
That
should
is
not
done.
have
How it is
committed.
done.
Flashing over the wall, but High still picking up with the last bullet. Now Exit on the rush. There is the Walmart. It will finish the fight for Emperor Esports. Getting the kill on Exit. Now
This is a
it's a
Baron.
cleanup.
This
It
is a
is an ace. This is gonna be that Baron.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bad.
There's the Husky with the Madam Star United to delay Sengo's death, but will it be enough? He blocks that ace in hole, and now MJ is going to go down onto him nasty, and now Burn by the next target. 5 members are onto him, gnawing on him, freezing down his neck. He goes down, and now Echo Zen going straight to Deuce's ultimate. The fight's not yet over. Vertical is there. Fate just bursts him down that Sengo with ease, and Sengo dangerously low. Look at High! Oh! Oh no! Oh, that's so close. The stun did not let him hit next time with the last hit, and that's going to be an ace for Mineski. Here comes Burn, going to the center, he goes down, that's shut down, and this is going to be clean up. Another kill for Emperor Esports. Kaigo not getting away with ease. He is getting mauled on by MG, and Burn not letting him escape. And here comes TG for the assist. He's carried away, stunned away.
Wow!
This is a two members are down, and Emperor Esports, they're not giving up the chase. They engage by next
On
up,
the tank,
but
leading.
that point is onto TJ's will. The lead is to the oh no! 2 members are down with Nasty. It's going to be a chase onto Sancho. 4 members are down with only Kaigo remaining. This could be it, guys. I think if they go for a full push, this is Emperor's game. MJ backs away. Second thoughts happen. He's getting rushed down. Oh, there is the critical. There's Redemption heating it, but they taken down the turret. Look what's happening. 2 ultimates are down by Mineski. This is rough to the last
At least Mineski's not forcing too much, but
they're not
still.
forcing too much. They're playing very defensive, and Redemption back to the fountain. Larry with Kaigo all around. He's catching
Nixta in the back line.
Nixta in the back line. Going for high. He burns his flash to get away, and now look at that. Pure cleanup by MD, setting up the Hexam ultimatum. Standing United is casting help save Central's life. Now it's going to be a runaway for Mineski, burning their flashes. Burn is dangerously low, but he is tanked. And look at that. They're going straight for the next turret. Will this be the game for Emperor Esports? We'll see. He gets the double kill. Axel Zen cannot defend this alone. He needs Kaigo to stop, but there it is. The cleanup. Emperor Esports securing the first game of match 1.
Sa dinami-dami ng animal icons,